Namaste students, today's our topic is audit, appointment of auditors. Section 139, every company shall at the first annual general meeting appoint an individual or firms as an auditor who shall hold office from the conclusion of this meeting until the conclusion of sixth annual general meeting, provided that company shall place the matter relating to such appointment for ratification by members at every annual general meeting. Further provided that before such appointment company should obtain the written consent from the auditors and certificate which shall indicate the criteria as mentioned in section 141. Company shall file the said appointment for the registrar of companies in e-form audit ADT 1 within 15 days from the date of appointment. No listed company or a company belonging to such class or classes of companies as may be prescribed shall appoint or reappoint an individual as an auditor for more than one term of 5 consecutive years and audit firms as auditor for more than 2 terms of 5 consecutive years, provided that the individual or audit firm who has completed their term as mentioned in section 139 subclause 2b shall not be eligible for appointment an auditor in the same company for 5 years from the completion of such term. Further provided that no audit firm having a common partner or partners to the other audit firm whose tenure has expired in a company immediately preceding the financial year shall be appointed as auditor in the same company for a period of 5 years. Subject the provision of the Act, members of a company may resolve to provide that in the audit firm appointed by it, the auditing partners and its team shall be rotated at such intervals as may be resolved by members. The audit shall be conducted by more than one auditor. The central government may by rules prescribe the manner in which the company shall rotate their auditors in pursuant of section 139 subclause 2. Section 139 subclause 1, the first auditor of the company other than the government company shall be appointed by the board of directors from the date of registration. In case of the board of perform, the said act should inform the members of the company who shall within 90 days of an extraordinary general meeting appoint such auditor, and such auditor shall hold office till the conclusion of the first annual general meeting. In case of the company other than company as mentioned in section 135 subclause 5 be filled by the board of directors within 30 days, but if such casual vacancy is a result of the resignation of an auditor, such appointment shall be approved by the company at a general meeting within 3 months of the recommendation of the board, and such shall not hold the office till the conclusion of the next annual general meeting. Provide the Comptroller and Auditor General of India does not fill the vacancy within the said period, the board shall fill the vacancy within the 30 days. Subject to the provision of section 139 subclause 1 and the rules made thereunder, a retiring auditor may be reappointed at an general meeting. Removal, registration and giving of special notice. The auditor appointed under section 139 may be removed before the expiry of his tenure only by a special resolution of the company after obtaining the previous approval of the central government. Provided before taking action as mentioned, the said auditor should be given a reasonable opportunity of being heard. The auditor who has resigned from the company shall file within a period of 30 days from the date of resignation in e-form ADT 3 with the registrar, and in the case of company as mentioned in section 135 subclause 5, the auditor shall also file such statement with the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, indicating the region and other facts as may be necessary. If the auditor does not comply with the above mentioned section, it will be punishable with fine which shall not be less than 30,000 but which may extend to 5 lakh. A special notice shall be required for a resolution